I want to share some thoughts about how you choose your practice or their activities that you do versus how they actually choose you. And this has a little bit to do with people just trying to find things that are just fun for them, and stay away from things that are apparently boring. So to me, it's important, this concept of what is interesting to each person, which seems to vary to person. But in reality, if we think about something being interesting, has nothing to do with the thing actually, but it's more a decision of each person and each individual, right? So just as somebody can find interesting, studying the stars, others spend their lives never looking up. And the same happens with sports and activities, etc. So if we think about a physical activity, this advice of just finding something that is fun and you'll be okay. Well, in the short term, maybe it will get you out of the couch and make you move. But because something is fun at the moment doesn't mean it's the best, the optimal practice for you. So if you kind of detach of that concept and think that something being interesting and even fun has to do with putting a little bit of yourself and spend some time with attention and with intention in anything, and you will find it actually quite interesting if you think. That's why there are people that are passionate about pretty much anything. You'll find people passionate about clothes, and others passionate about golf, and other chess, anything that we can think, there's someone dedicated to that thing. So it's not that something is not worth trying or putting their attention. It's a decision. So if we actually operate that way, we can decide what to do and what activity to do depending on what we know is good for us. And once we choose it, we just put all our attention on it, and will become, call it a fun or an interesting or engaging activity. So it's very empowering operating in that way, in this way. And on a physical level, it's also very important because you want to keep your body as able as possible, as functional for as long as possible. So if somebody just do these physical activities according to what they like, they might end up, paying a higher price for that. Call it running, call it lifting weights, stretching or whatever. Until some point you're going to have some benefits of an activity, but there is a big risk that long term, if that's the only thing you do, you're going to end up either with injuries or with weaknesses of things that you've never done. So yeah, my thoughts about this is choosing your practice with your head rather than just your heart. Okay, choosing an activity not because you see others having fun and saying, oh, maybe I guess that's for me, or because you found a hot teacher and you just follow the hot teacher, or because you found a fancy gym. Think more about the content of what you're learning, what it has to offer you, and what you actually might need at the moment. And one last advice, perhaps if you are not sure about what is it that you need, well, try to spend some time finding somebody, a teacher that you can trust, that give you the feeling that they know what they're doing, and trust them a little bit. And with your intention and attention, I'm sure you're going to have a good time. So, yeah, thank you for listening.